Hello, in today's presentation we will go over everything we used to help develop the car and how we used it. As you probably already know, our team name is the EWS Fast Victors, which we decided on alongside a few other names. We also created the logo we are using now using artificial intelligence, and finally our sponsor that paid for the t-shirts we made is Insight Wealth.
I chose this car because it looks quite iconic, with the cockpit not being centered, making it unique in comparison to other cars. I also picked it as our last car was of course the Lotus Spree.
I chose this car because it is a very iconic Le Mans car, as it's featured in the movie Ford vs Ferrari, where the car famously beat them in the 24 Hours Le Mans race.
I chose this car because it has not been a well-known brand for the Le Mans before, but in the recent years it has become more noticeable and better.
This is how we made the simple concepts and what they look like.
We started by taking a clip art outline of the car from Google. We then used that to create just the outline of the car. Here's a little example of it. Then we used a website called PicSVG to convert the file into a 3D model in Tinkercad. Next we added extra details to make the car look more accurate to the actual car. This is the longest step of all. Then we drew the wheel arches, making sure they lined up where the wheels would be on the chassis. Lastly we took a thin slice of the bottom of the car to make the chassis fit it. The wheels were made in a similar way by taking a picture of the wheel design on the internet and using PicSVG to put it on a wheel shape that works with the tyres and the wheel sizes. We then 3D printed both parts with a Bamboo Lab Carbon X1 printer. Then we assembled all the parts into the chassis and screwed the body shell on. Here is an image to the finished product. Here you can see the dimensions of the body laid out in an orthographic view and the chassis. Next we thought we could make isometric drawings of the car. An isometric drawing is a type of 3D drawing where lines meet at 30 degrees. We also thought we could draw orthographic drawings of the cars as well. An orthographic drawing is a drawing of the different views of the car, all in scale to each other, as you can see here. Then to create a photorealistic render, we used Fusion, which left us with these amazing pictures. Lastly, we placed the components of the car in a Tinkercad project to show all the pieces that make up the single car in a single image.
As you'll see, our car has some extra pieces we added after we made the simple concepts, as when we designed our car and added to it, it evolved with the mistakes we made. But some evolution was down to our skills.
On Tinkercad, we edited it so the axle could rotate around the corner to turn smoother and not fall off the track. We also designed a 3D printed clip that screws in the car and holds the wires down. This stops them from falling off and needing to be resoldered. This was the big issue when we faced when testing cars. We designed and 3D printed our own pickups, as we found the plugs didn't quite fit in the original ones without falling out.
I took it upon myself to design a clip system to allow the car body to separate from the chassis, much easier than using screws, which was annoying when we were trying to fix and tweak the car. So this system will save plenty of time if the car ever breaks on the day of competition.
These are the t-shirts and badges that we developed and are using today. We used the 2D design software to add our team name, logo and sponsor to the t-shirt. But for the badges, we simplified it down to our name and team name. We also took some time to use waterslide graphics for the cars. Waterslide graphics are commonly used for Airfix sets. However, we thought they would work well for having sponsors on the car. The graphics for the car were made with 2D design and printed on the waterslide paper. And then, with that, our car was done, but not the video. To get the best results possible, we were going to use CapCut, as one of our team members, Finley, was experienced with the software, which meant we were going to have an amazing result. However, the laptop used to edit the video had some problems. With it, we lost 2 weeks of progress on the video, which is especially unfortunate as the video we were going to use, as said before, was amazing and explained everything really well in a clean, smooth way, and this was a big setback for us as we only had 2 weeks left before the deadline to make a video from scratch. Because of that, we had to use Canva, which is much easier to use than CapCut. However, it meant the video wasn't as good, but it also means that everyone in the team could collaborate on the same project to get things done faster. However, we did still need to rush in order to get the video done.
We used Google Classroom throughout this project to keep organised so we could share files and spread information quickly, which helped massively in the rush to finish the video.
And that is our journey on how we made this amazing Scalextric car together as a team.
Overall, I think we have done an excellent job at designing our car and have really enjoyed doing it as well. We have also learned loads about 3D CAD software and how to overcome certain challenges which we faced along the way. For our car selection of the Ford GT40, we'll finish by watching some videos of testing the cars and racing them.
For more information, some of the slides may have had spelling mistakes, but the voiceovers should have fixed that. Also, thank you for watching our presentation video, and bye.